Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map released for Farm Simulator 19. This is Upper Lake Farm by Silver Eagle 519, Matt CCT547 and Mrtbone39. It is only 73.15 megabytes to download, so very low on the memory space. The description in the mod hub says Upper Lake Farm is a fictional farm with 24 fields. The map has plenty of open space for animal husbandries or any other placeable objects you desire. You start out owning 3 fields and a lot of grass to mow. This map includes seasons ready, 24 fields, 1 branch sell point to include milk and eggs, animal dealer, bale sell point, spinnery, sawmill and BGA. So let's have a look. I'm on new farmer mode and we start off here at your main farm. Let's have a quick look at the map. So like I say, we're at our main farm area here. Most of our, well, all of our equipment, is at the shop. Look, we start off with. This is the map if we zoom out. Nice and open. In new farmer mode, we start off with all this area. So you get fields 22, 23, 24. This area here, which is massive, is the grass area that they're on about in the description that you can mow. And you own all the areas around the sell points, as you can see, and the roadways, or some of the roadways, not this bit for some reason. And also down here, the BGA you start off with. But there's a sort of, not a problem, but if you come on here on the other 2 modes, Farm Manager will start from scratch. If you just want to buy the BGA, if we click on that, it's going to cost 578,000, but that is because it comes with all these other areas that we start off with in new farmer mode, which is a bit, I suppose, annoying for some people if you just wanted to buy that and you didn't want to own all this. And I've also spotted a couple of other little things. Let's have a look at the field prices first. They're pretty cheap, to be honest with you. So field 1's only 42,000, 13's bigger, that's only 79, 15's 76, 17's 56, 18's only 22. But here's the thing, most of the fields have got scope for you to extend. So take field 15, you can extend this field right down through there. But if you want to do that, because when you buy field 15, it literally is just for that field. If you wanted to extend down this area, you end up having to buy all of this area that's now in blue. So if you don't own any of these fields, but you just wanted to extend field 15, you're going to have to pay 233,000 just so you can extend it. And again, you can buy all this area. If you wanted to make field 14 bigger, come down here, that's going to cost you 401,000. So it's got a few random buy bits like that. And again, if you wanted to make field 20 or 21 bigger, you have to buy this sort of reversed L shape all the way around. So just something to bear in mind. Right, so like I said, we start off here. You've got a standard in-game farmhouse, which obviously you can go inside, and there's your sleep trigger. There's no modded in equipment or buildings, etc. No custom crops. It's all standard in-game stuff that they use. But this is your farmyard area, which is quite huge. It's open. There's plenty of areas to place things down. It's got a few nice little touches, this map. I like this little area here. You can come down, you've got a little pontoon sort of jetty coming out onto the lake with your little boat there. That's kind of cool, little things like that. But this map is basically, because it's low on the megabytes to download, and it's also very low on the slot count, which we'll look at in a second, it's got plenty of scope for you to come on here and make this map your own, build what you want. I just want to show you in landscape mode how big this farmyard area is. So you can see you've got plenty of room to do what you want with, which is quite cool. Right, let's have a look at our equipment first. So we're going to the garage. So like I said, very low on the slot count. On new farmer mode, it's only 408 slots out of 1299. If you come on here on the other two modes, it's exactly the same slot count, because you start off with all the same equipment. You just don't own any of the land or the BGA, etc. So the equipment you start off with in all three modes is a John Deere 6135M. You've got a Lizard Roadrunner truck, New Holland TX32, you got the 1978 Lizard pickup, Load King Distinction trailer, we've got the header for the New Holland harvester, cultivator, we've got a seeder, we've got a large grain silo, which is the standard in-game 200,000 litre capacity, and your standard in-game farmhouse, and that is it. If you sell all of that off, you can get that slot count down to 269, which again is very, very low. Now our equipment is all over by the shop, like I said, so we'll quickly run over there. There's probably maybe going to be an update with this, because there's a couple of little things that I saw. This is another thing I noticed. You got quite a big area in front of the shop, placeable area. If we go back on the map, so we're here, so if we click on what we own, we own the area around the shop, but if you wanted to buy just this little section we're stood in right now, you click on that, and that again comes in all that, comes under all that sort of area that we looked at when I said about extending field 15. So it's kind of not sort of broken up into little sections in that respect. But this is a shop, there's all your equipment, we've got a cash point there, you've got your shop menu just there, and you've got in the box there is obviously going to be custom repair, like so. This is also your reset point. If you buy anything, it all appears back there. We're going to jump in the pickup and we're going to head to the spinnery, which is through here. When I came on to test this earlier, I went back to the main road and went across to come up to the spinnery and realised there's actually no road, and this road that we're driving on now to the spinnery isn't actually on the map, which you can see. So we've just drove straight across from there, because I thought this was a road, so I came down when I was testing and came up, but it's not, it's just a grass area. So this is your spinnery, and you own all these areas, so whether you can place things here as well. And I noticed there was quite a big dip here somewhere, just there. So again, that probably needs sorting out. So there's your sell point for your spinnery, which is obviously going to do your cotton and wool. And we'll come down here, which I thought was a road. Loads and loads of grass areas. Wide open roads as well, but there's no traffic, or not a lot I've come across at the minute. I did a full tour round just so I could get my bearings earlier on, and there's no traffic I saw. This is your next sell point, which is your barn, which is your bale sell point. So obviously you run across the road, grab the pickup, cross there, spinnery, we come down across, we're now at barn. There's a spinnery at the bottom, as you can see, cotton and wool, and your barn at the top is going to do your silage, grass, hay and straw. Not many sell points, but again, that's the whole idea with this map. You can do whatever you want with it. Add some more sell points in, move your farmhouse. I quite like the lakes as well. There's 2 or 3 lakes on here you can see. We'll come across a few of them in a second. And the edge of the map's pretty cool in places as well. So you just over to the left there, you can see there's all like cliffs and rocks there. We'll drive past that in a second. So just on the left is the BGA, which is like your standard in-game one. I think it's identical to the Ravenport one. So you got 2 bunker silos there, your digesters just there that you tip into, and your digestate pipes just there. And then we'll come around across the bottom of the map. A few little sort of hilly areas there, with all the flowers on. It's quite cool. Then you got this little sort of area here which has got a few sort of buildings already in place. So again, whether you could put in some of the sell points sort of round the back here, just sort of like the tip-in ones that come on their own, so you drive up into and tip them in. You could create your own sell points like that. There's the cliff rock faces there, I quite like that, that's nice. And you got this quite cool little waterway here. I like that. And this little bit here reminds me of the old lazy river where you sit in the rubber dinghy and just float around at the theme parks. Then we've got the diner there, which is a sell point I think on Mod Hub you can get, so whether you can place something behind there again just gives you a little bit more scope. And we've got a fuel station just there, a dinosaur skeleton there. I think that was on Ravenport as well, if I remember rightly. And then just in the corner here we've got our animal dealer. So again you can see huge, there's another dip there, look, see it? Huge open space to place anything, because you do actually own all of this area. So you've got your animal dialogue box there, and obviously you don't start off with any animals, so you've got to place them yourself as well. Now we're going to go all the way up to the north of the map. So we came out of the barn, came down, did the BGA. I'm probably going to crash off screen now. Across there, that was the little, let's just check, that was the little buildings placed area. Across here, petrol station and diner, animal dealer, and now we're coming up the top here. You've got a sort of flat area there that you could maybe put something into place. There's a little house up there, you could turn that into your farmhouse. You just drive up and through there. Quite a few options on this map. It's not going to be for everyone, not every map is for everyone, but someone hopefully be watching this thinking this is what I'm after. Low slot count, low memory megabyte download, and I can do what I want with it. Now we've got this building here, Supreme Milk, but again it's not a sale point, or this particular building isn't a sale point. And whether you could put in your own dairy, I don't know. But this is the ranch, just there where you drive up, tip in there, and that's going to be a main sale point. So there you've got ranch. It takes all your standard crops, does potatoes, sugar beets, sugar cane. It also does eggs and milk, so whether you want another dairy next to it, I'm not sure. And that is it. So we came up here. Now we're going to come across. I'm going to cut down here. Again, there is a road there, and it links up to this, which it doesn't obviously show it on the map, but we'll come across and we'll go and show you these sort of two placeable areas, which again, if you wanted to buy them, you end up having to buy this whole area, which is quite expensive, but it's quite nice up here. I'll show you this little lake. So we'll go round to that area. Again, huge open space around all the sale points. There's a little bit of forestry up here in this section for you to do if you so wish, but again it's going to come at a hefty price to buy it. So this is the road here on the left that I was talking about, which doesn't show on the map, but you obviously can go down. So maybe little things like this will be adjusted in an update. Like I say, all these fields, look, they've got plenty of space around them to extend, but you end up having to buy half the map just to do it. I like the way they've done the flowers on some of the hilly sort of areas. So these are the two placeable areas that I was on about. They've both got houses plonked on them already, which I suppose kind of is a little bit of a shame because you can't remove them. So, but you could obviously use one of these as your house if you want, and you've got a little bit of space and room to add other things if you want, like a chicken pen, I don't know, another house there. And then we can come up this sort of steep slope to another placeable area which doesn't have anything on, which is better, I suppose. And then we've got this nice little lake up here, very nice and scenic, and you can go up and walk across that bridge, and there's a American flag there. It's like a little sort of lookout post, because just round here you have got little walkways, so you can go down the wooden steps or you can go up the wooden steps, and they've got lights and that on, which I think is quite cool, little things like that. So it has got a few nice potential features, this map. So what I'm going to do is I'll come back out here and I'll come up there and I'll cut, because you've seen all this, so I'll cut to when we get back up here where we turned off. So come out the road we turned off down to. Again, you got a few trees scattered around either side, and then another cool feature is this. You got like a little rock sort of canyon type thing. We've turned it into a tunnel we can drive through. That's quite a smart feature, I like that. And then if we were to turn right, you can actually see that on the map. That takes you more into sort of the forestry area, and it opens up into a little circle. But we are going to head to the sawmill, which is just over there. You've got a sort of area here which the grass texture's a lot different. It's almost as if it looks like something was placed there and then removed, I'm not sure. There's your timber and lumber sale point just there, and our wood chips should be round the back like so. If we come out of here, I'll just quickly drive down and show you a bit of the lake area. Again, just to the left you've got sort of like another hilly area. You can drive up around some of that, and just up the top there's two little park benches, which is quite nice if you wanted to sit up there and relax. So if we cut across here, we can show you the bigger part of the lake. This is a bridge you can drive across where you can see the track there that leads up through the hilly bit. And then you've got the larger bit of the lake just here, which you can drive around. But the track excuse me, the track ends there, which is also going to be the end of the map tour. So that is Upper Lake Farm. I hope you've all enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.